respect to Chief Curry. Continue doing what you're doing because you draw them out now. Now them see what a real leader supposed to be doing. Yeah. Alright. Now them see how it's supposed to be done. I know everybody are going to want to run in to come try to take your credit. I have to try to discredit you. But big up yourself, Chief Curry. You do a great job.
This got almost full force of the damage.
The wall of the hurricane actually passed over Compton, right?
Yes.
There's always this mystic that I don't want to hear. I don't want to dispel that right now.
My friend, I go everywhere in Jamaica.
So why them say you're afraid of?
You must go to your mind. I present you with for the school. So Chief, I gather you have several of these.
Yeah,
so you can show him how to set it up.
Jamaica gets $1 trillion aid package to rebuild after Hurricane Melissa. Patriotic comrades, 5 major international financial institutions have assembled a US $6.7 billion package, just over Jamaican $1 trillion, to support Jamaica's recovery and reconstruction following Hurricane Melissa. The support, which will be over 3 years, was announced on Monday. The institutions involved are the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean CAF, the Caribbean Development Bank CDB, the Inter-American Development Bank Group IDB, the International Monetary Fund IMF, and the World Bank. The World Bank, in coordination with the IDB, estimates that Hurricane Melissa caused US $8.8 billion, about Jamaican 1.42 trillion Jamaican dollars in physical damage to Jamaica. That's equivalent to 41% of the country's 2024 GDP, making it the costliest hurricane in the nation's recorded history. Now, patriotic comrades, that is something to take into consideration. And remember, say, it never damaged all of the entire island, just the western part. So imagine had it been an island-wide devastation. We probably would have looked for maybe 18 billion US dollars, maybe $120 billion US dollars. Who knows? The newly announced support package combines emergency financing, sovereign loans, funds borrowed by a country's government from other countries, international organizations or private institutions, grant support, and private sector investment. This coordinated effort reflects a unified commitment to help Jamaica pursue a fiscally responsible long-term recovery, said a joint statement on Monday. So, patriotic comrades, this US $6.7 billion US dollars is a comprehensive recovery package over 3 years to strengthen Jamaica's recovery and reconstruction efforts. Rapid early response enabled by Jamaica's planning. Jamaica's robust disaster risk financing framework enabled a rapid flow of funds to meet urgent response needs. This framework facilitated an immediate inflow of critical liquidity to supplement the government's own contingency resources, for a total of US $662 million, as follows: US $37 million from the Government of Jamaica's Contingency Fund and Natural Disaster Reserve Fund, US $91 million from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, CCRIF, US $150 million from the World Bank Group Catastrophe Bond, That are the insurance money where we did get the full payout of. And that same US $150 million catastrophe bond is the same money where the government take give JPS. But the government alleges or they claim say it is from the consolidated funds. Another thing when we want to know, patriotic comrades. So you will tell me, say, all along, you had $150 million in the consolidated fund and you never feel like, say, you have to take you out and start spending upon the Jamaican people them. But in a seconds, you're quick to take you and get JPS. Remember, you know, then they are basically 5 weeks after the hurricane and they not do nothing. Not doing a damn thing. But as JPS call upon them take out the money and give JPS without a second thought, without even no hesitation. They no hitch, but they hitch and hesitated for 5 weeks and decided they now spend the US $150 million there on the Jamaicans in the worst affected areas, to give them back housing and give them back roof and all these things. Not a caring government. US $300 million available from the IDB's Contingent Credit Facility, CCF. US $42 million scalable up to US $84 million. Available upon request under the World Bank Group's Catastrophe Deferred Drawn Down Option, CAT DDO, recovery needs and institutional support. With damages estimated at US $8.8 billion, recovery will require significant resources and long-term investments. Comprehensive recovery plan is already underway, focusing on critical priorities and reinforcing Jamaica's resilience. CAF, CDB, IDB Group, IMF, and World Bank Group are working closely with the government of Jamaica and other partners to support this process. To that end, a new financial support package of up to US $3.6 billion could be made available to finance the government's recovery and reconstruction program over the next 3 years, comprising CAF up to US $1 billion for priority areas identified by the government of Jamaica, CDB up to US $200 million in financing in priority areas identified by the government, including resilient national and community infrastructure and small business support, IDB up to US $1 billion in sovereign financing in priority areas where its technical experts and long-standing engagement can have sustained impact. IMF, Jamaica has requested access under the large natural disaster window of the Rapid Financing Instrument, RFI, which could amount to a loan of up to US $415 million. World Bank up to US $1 billion in sovereign financing, including budget support, partial risk guarantees, and investment projects in critical sectors, technical assistance and grant support to ensure Jamaica's recovery is effective, resilient, and informed by global best practices. The 5 institutions are also providing technical assistance and policy advisory services funded by grants that draws on global experience and best practices in disaster response. So far, US $12 million in grants has already been mobilized from the IDB, the World Bank Group, and CAF, with more to come. So yes, patriotic comrades, Jamaica gets US $6.7 billion aid package, which is over or just about 1.42 trillion Jamaican dollars. So the Wholeness administration have something more for, do some more PR about this.
As you can look around, only those who have slab roofs actually still have a roof, right? And those who you see have roof have done some patchwork in the short term, right? But majority of homes that have roofs have lost their roof.
What about businesses, shops?
Yeah, shops have been severely
all of those are
impacted.
down as well.
Correct, yeah.
So we actually have our teams out now, PM. Each team has someone who has been identified to give them support in terms of navigating the terrain. What we've indicated is that we would want to now integrate the information that they have into our JH Diner format. It will call for us to also do some additional things, as I explained, because our format is now electronic, digitized, requires pictures and GPS location. So that will be done, of course, with support, and we'll get that done quickly.
We feel good for help, but also you see say all we help and the energy where we spend is still not enough. So it's a long haul, and that's why we get all our friends involved and try to get each community to gel together, because we are sprinkled. Who not get this week, I go get the week after. That's for us, you know?
No, I care. So if you ever seem to lose your way, don't have no fear. Hold my hand.
Now, patriotic comrades, on to other news. So, the PR government strikes again. We see them find themselves down a compound down a Chief Curry place. Zane, and you know the JLP roll out with all the cameras, all the PR photo ops. As me say, when them people are move and do nothing, they ain't left a camera. It's all about PR for them. So you see Wholeness go down there and make it look like say, oh, he might make truce with Curry, knowing damn well say Curry supports Mark Golding and the PMP. And this man, Wholeness, has been at war with Curry from day one over the cockpit country. But you see, Wholeness is very good at being divisive, but more importantly, he's very good at being diplomatic and playing the hypocrite for the camera. You will laugh and smile with your man, shake your hand and greet you good, like say you're my big friend, best of friends, but on the inside, when the camera lock off, you know, like a bone in a you, you know, want to see you, you know, you understand? You know, like nothing about you, but he's good at playing it off and be very politically correct, as me said, diplomatic for the cameras. So that's why you're seeing the chat with Chief Curry and I go and like say, oh yeah, we carry Starlink, come get them and relief packages. A compound no short and nothing. Missy one news article come out where the Maroons in the diaspora make sure say a compound is very well taken care of, and other communities within the parish, them no short and nothing. So you going down there, you know, offer them no help. Actually, the Maroons are help the surrounding communities where they around them, because the Maroon communities, as me say, well taken care of. So them never need you. Actually, them down there do your work long before you come down there. And them take care of all of the surrounding neighboring communities. You see me? So as me say, the government is not doing anything. So here is the hypocrisy now with Wholeness. Him say he no want nobody a record when them a give out aid relief packages. They must do it quietly, off camera. But see him go down a compound, go check Curry them and give aid and relief packages with his full-blown camera team. Isn't that hypocritical? Isn't that ironic? Just what they hear in a viral clip. I talk about, oh, we are take away the people them dignity. So you never think you did that take away Curry them dignity when you have Curry on camera? I give Curry them aid relief package. Weren't you taking away from Curry's dignity? This Prime Minister is just a hypocrite. As me say, him only say things for the media. You see me? And for some reason or another, him always go back on his word. He always end up create some self-inflicted wound. He always end up shooting himself in a leg. Because the same thing where I criticize, the same thing he end up a do. He just don't know when to shut up. Yes, he just don't know when to stop play divisive politics. You see, they are so good at practicing and playing dirty politics that they just end up overtalk and chat too much. Patriotic comrades, this government is just so worthless. I'm not going to use the word worthless. Worthless that People from Bahamas have to come and teach and educate the Jamaican government. Say, hey, you can use an aquaphonic system, and convert the seawater into fresh, portable drinking water. You can bathe with it, you can cook with it. You see me? Drink it fresh from the tap. How wholeness never have something like that in Jamaica before on hand, where him could use to get water to people. Can't remember self and current gone, water gone, because you need electricity to make the water pump work. So what has wholeness been doing for the last 10 years in power? And him a brag about how much disaster and burial he go through before. So you never learn nothing from burial, you never know. So you didn't need one aquaphonic system where you can convert seawater into drinking water. And you can chuck water to people who need it free of cost. You never know that. This is the worst government ever. Incompetence don't even describe the wholeness administration at this point. And wholeness are talk about dignity and how Jamaicans are independent. Wholeness, where is your independence and your dignity and your pride? People from Bahamas, and remember Bahamas is way smaller than Jamaica, people. Yes, it's actually way smaller than Jamaica. And a smaller island have to come and I give you the land of wood and water. Make that make sense. Wellness, you don't know nothing about independent or being an independent country. Cause all you do is go around the world and hold your hand out. Little Bahamas of you come and give the land of food and water. So it show you say the government now work. They now do nothing. Wholeness, you never know say police station for have generator and schools and hospitals for have generator. You never know that it take. On category 5 for teacher say and you brag about how much disaster you go through and manage as a government. So you never know say from barely everybody school, hospital, police station for have generators, backup generators when current gone. You never know that. And it take people donating generators to Jamaica after the category 5 devastation for you know say police station we have generator. Incompetence, worthless, nah do a damn thing. All then do a killer with PR for night till day. Incompetent. Me have a no confidence vote in wholeness and his administration. A big no confidence in their governance. It's embarrassing. Bahamas have to come and give water. No innovation from the wholeness administration. No forward thinking from the wholeness administration. And wholeness claim in a viral video where him talk about him afraid of nobody. When him show shade pan we over the PMP, I talk about he's a thinking government and it's because he's a thinking government why Jamaica is in the best position that it's in. No, we don't go think upon corruption. If we're being honest, wholeness, we only think on being a corrupt government. You are not a thinking government. In fact, we don't think none at all. I'm not even sure if we don't have a brain at this point. So you're saying we're taking away from the Jamaicans who we help for show transparency, and because we showing transparency is actually embarrassing you because it has shown the world and the international community said the Jamaican government led by Andrew Wellness is not doing a damn thing for the people. Our private citizens are the ones who are saving the day and are the heroes from day one. We were the quick response team. So because we are embarrassed on the international scene, you talk about we are take away from the dignity of the Jamaican people. So you don't think Bahamas come and give water, I use our seawater and I convert it to portable, natural, clean drinking water. You don't feel like that I take away from your dignity as a prime minister. You don't feel like that I embarrass you as a useless prime minister, an incompetent prime minister. You don't feel like that I make you look like a prime minister where not doing job. Why don't you have a aquaphonic system like that there? Several of them. Me just ask the logical, rational, reasonable questions. And I'm sure people in the international community ask the same questions, Andrew Wellness.